I am a rider. Guess you can hate me, not my concern. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver. I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? Right when you doubt me, move on without me. That is the moment that I return. Don't clock in, I don't count hours. I won't leave, won't hit the showers. Won't stop till I get my flowers. Yeah. Hate or doubt, don't know what's cuter. Count me out, you need a tutor. Won't shut down, I'm no computer. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver. I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? I am the driver, I am a rider. Guess you can hate me, not my concern. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver. I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? Right when you doubt me, move on without me. That is the moment that I return. A battle cry for the nights that really I could have died. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Every time that I ever broke down and I cried. Ayo, ayo, ayo. To the people who try to make me run, make me hide. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Told me that they love me, but in the end they lied. Ayo, ayo, ayo. I gotta push forward, I'm never hitting reverse. Ayo, ayo, ayo. To the woman who led me, I've never seen her since birth. Ayo, ayo. To the people who told me I'm stupid and I was dumb. Ayo, ayo, ayo. And to those who told me what I would never become. Ayo, ayo, ayo. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver. I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? I am the driver, I am a rider. Guess you can hate me, not my concern. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver. I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? Right when you doubt me, move on without me. That is the moment that I return. Making paper like Michael, I'm feeling like a boss. Never took a break, not Rachel and Ross. They've been too biased, they can get crossed. 815, now it's time to get lost. Henny in your system, a system like Dennis. Yes, I found a lane like my last name Bennis. Going Bill 9, so they can't deny. Yes, I've been cooking in the lab like a chemist. Hate it or love it, but I won't stop till the day that I reach the top. Oh yeah. A legend is what I'll be. I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. I don't care what you have to say, everything is gonna be okay. Yo, if y'all ain't got nowhere to go, just sit back, enjoy the show. Show, 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 show. Just sit back, enjoy the show. Show, 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 show. Just sit back, enjoy. And I ain't got shame, that's just me being frank. I invested in myself like a shark, no tank. I made it through the weeds like Nancy, no dank. To the day I get a Grammy saying who I wanna thank. If y'all ain't talking dope, then y'all ain't saying nothing like Maggie. Redefining hip-hop, the tracks are still swaggy. Thought I cooled off, thought you had me, but my lines burn after reading like Bradley. Hate it or love it, but I won't stop till the day that I reach the top. Oh yeah. A legend is what I'll be. I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. I don't care what you have to say, everything is gonna be okay. Yo, if y'all ain't got nowhere to go, just sit back, enjoy the show. Show, 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 show. Just sit back, enjoy the show. Show, 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 show. Just sit back, enjoy the show. Stayed around the stew like Dill. Bet I could put you in your place like Phil. Call Miss Keaton, I'm going for the kill. Tim Taylor flows, y'all people know the drill. Or act out of character, yeah, that's American crime. Y'all like Peralta only going 9-9. I give 100%, I got a hunger for the game. Like I 8 to 11, I was made for prime time. I love it, but I won't stop till the day that I reach the top. Oh yeah. A legend is what I'll be. I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. I don't care what you have to say, everything is gonna be okay. Yo, if y'all ain't got nowhere to go, just sit back, enjoy the show. Show, 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 show. sit back, enjoy the show. Just sit back, enjoy the show.
Up, motherfucker.
Hold up, I hope y'all watching this shit.
First round, real quick.
People that are in those training rooms with him know how good
Because
he
he
is.
just knocks dudes out real quick in the first round.
Yeah, but now we're gonna get a good. I might fuck with this guy. He just, to me, I thought he was a con artist.
No,
just based off his look.
They're at edge.
Holy shit! What the hell just happened?
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to Easy Money, the sports betting show, Monday, October 4th, 2021. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Sorry, I lose my voice a little bit too much. Guess I done a little too much streaming yesterday at the pro wrestling show. All right, before we jump in and talk about some sports betting, if you missed the DCCW Harvest Havoc 3 yesterday at the Muncie Fairgrounds, go to our YouTube page, check it out. It was a great show. You had a WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi was there. WWE legend The Boogeyman was there. It's a pretty awesome show. We streamed the show live yesterday, so go check out our YouTube page. Check that out. Please hit that like button and the subscribe button. We'd greatly appreciate it. Before we jump into today's slate of games, don't forget you can find Easy Money, a sports betting show, live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. You can also, we're live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with GSR Gonzo Sports Room. That's our sports talk show. All right, I was just checking sound. Also, you can find Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo Sports Room in podcast form at Apple Podcasts, Anchor Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. About anywhere you listen to podcasts at, you can find us. Also, follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all at Gonzo Sports Room. That's where we post all of our information about our shows. Sorry about that. Kids won't message me all day, but as soon as I go live, they'll try to get a hold of me about something. But yeah, check our merch store. We have merch available, streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. Have a lot of different t-shirts on there. We also have, I forgot to put one out today. I'll get one out. We also have some GWR shirts on hand. So if you would like to get one of them shirts to get with us, we can get them to you. All right, let's jump into kind of some stuff that's going on. You got Monday Night Football tonight. There is no there's actually, I think Monday Night Football is about the only really sports that are on tonight. There is no Major League Baseball today. There's no Major League Baseball today. Regular season ended yesterday. Playoffs start Tuesday with the wild card games. Tuesday you have the Yankees and the Red Sox in a one-game winner-go-home situation. Which we'll talk about that here in a second. But First, let's start with Monday Night Football tonight. All right. Monday Night Football tonight, you have the Las Vegas Raiders at the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers are the 3-point favorites. They're minus 168 on the money line. The Raiders are plus 142 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 51.5. The Raiders have looked good this year. Derek Carr's playing out at MVP level. He's been playing real well. But so is Justin Herbert. The Chargers coming off that big win last week over the Chiefs. I think the Chargers are a little more balanced team. I like the Chargers here at home. I like the Chargers -3 here at home. I just think with the Chargers have pretty good defense. Their offense can put up points. They can score 30. They can score about 30 points a game. The Raiders have been playing good. The Raiders defense is what worries me the most. Raiders offense is pretty good. Like I said, Derek Carr's been playing great. But the difference in these teams to me is their defense, and I think the Chargers have the better defense here. I know it's going to be a close game, so I'd get this before it goes to like -3.5 because it's a division game, so it's probably going to be a close, hard-hitting game. But I like the Chargers here to win a close game here against the Raiders tonight at home. Should be a fun game to watch tonight. There's a lot of different ways you can bet this game on FanDuel. FanDuel has a odds boost right now. Derek Carr to have one or more passing TDs in each half against the Chargers tonight. It was at plus 160. You can get that boosted up to plus 200 right now. I would say that's a pretty good bet. I would think Carr had a good chance to have a touchdown each half. The way their offense has been playing, definitely. Let's see. Let's look at some of these prop bets before we move on. Let's see. Justin Herbert passing yards. Over under 295.5. Derek Carr passing yards is over under 281.5. So I'm not real crazy about either one of those. With being a division game, it could turn into a slow down game, defensive battle. But Darren Waller receiving yards over under 68.5. I like the over the 68.5 on there. Waller is Carr's favorite target. Over under for Ruggs receiving yard is 46.5. The one I like there for the Raiders is Darren Waller to have over 68.5 yards. He'll probably get 20 targets. Let's see what some of the Chargers get. I don't know what just happened. Let me see what happened. Okay, it switched on me. Yeah, I like the Darren Waller to have over 68.5 receiving yards. Definitely. That seems low. Because like I said, he gets 20 targets a game, if not more. There we go. let's see right here. Player receiving yards. Keenan Allen over under 78.5. Mike Williams over under 77.5. Eckler over under 38.5. This is receiving yards. Ruggs is at 46, over under 46.5. Darren Waller over under 68.5. I love that. All right. Let's take a look over at the MLB real quick, and then we'll jump it back in the NFL. Like I said, there's really no games today other than the Monday Night Football game tonight. I like the Chargers at the -3 in that game tonight. I think it probably going to be a close game. It's a division game. Both teams have been playing well. Both quarterbacks have been playing real well. So I think it's going to be a fun game to watch tonight. All right, Major League Baseball regular season ended yesterday. We have the wild card games coming up. The winner go home games. They start tomorrow. Tomorrow you have the American League wild card game. You have the New York Yankees at the Boston Red Sox. Yankees are -1.5 on the run line, -120 money line. The Red Sox are home dogs in this game at +102 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 8.5. Cole has been up and down this season, struggled a little bit, but here as of late has been pitching well. Evaldi, this is gonna be a good pitching matchup. The Red Sox offense can get going. That's what this is going to depend on, is can the Red Sox offense get going against Cole? Yankees have been hot coming into the playoffs. They won like 8 of their last 10 games or something like that. They've been on fire. I like the Yankees here at the -120 on the money line. I think the Yankees are just playing better than the Red Sox right now. Red Sox have been struggling. Then the next game, well, not the next game. Then on Wednesday, you have the National League wild card, and you have the St. Louis Cardinals against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers are -1.5 on the run line, -225 money line. The Cardinals were +188 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 7.5. Again, this game is on Wednesday. The pitching matchup in this game is great. You can't find too much of a better pitching matchup in this, but especially by well-known names. For the Cardinals, you have Adam Wainwright on the mound. The Dodgers have Max Scherzer on the mound. Scherzer has been sensational this season. I would say he's going to win the National League Cy Young. But I hate betting against Wainwright. If you've watched this show, that's one thing I've said over and over since we started the show, 6 months ago, that I don't bet against Adam Wainwright. But I'm going to go against that today. Well, not today. I'd kind of go against that on Wednesday. I lean toward the Dodgers winning this game. But here's my problem with this game. The -225 on the money line is a little steep. Not a whole lot of value there. At the -1.5 on the run line, if you take Dodgers -1.5 on the run line, you get that juiced at +100. But the only problem is I could see this being a real close game. I could see this being one of them games that's like 3-2, 2-1, just because you got such good pitchers on the mound. The offenses could struggle in this game. I lean toward the Dodgers winning the game. But as of right now, I don't know if I'd make a play on it because, like I said, I don't know if I was going to take a +1, if I was going to take the run line, I'd almost lean toward taking the Cardinals at the +1.5 on the run line. Because, like I said, I think it's going to be a real close game, like a 3-2 game or something like that. But ultimately, I think the Dodgers win this game. Scherzer's just been unbelievable. And it's a game I like the under the 7.5. Like I said, I see it being like a 2-1 game. It's gonna be a real. I think it's gonna be a pitcher's duel. I mean, that's what I think it's gonna be. Both these pitchers are able to shut down offenses, so it'll be a fun game to watch. That's the MLB started the playoff. That's the wild card games. Tuesday you have the Yankees, Red Sox. Wednesday you have the Cardinals, Dodgers. We will talk more about the Yankees, Red Sox game tomorrow, right here on Easy Money. We'll dig deep in that game, break it down more, and give you our official pick on that game tomorrow. I always like wait until it gets a little closer to game time, because odds can change and shit, and you can end up with a bad number sometimes. Sometimes you can get a good number getting it early, but sometimes you can get a bad number getting it early as well. But yeah, so we'll talk about this game tomorrow. Like I said, right now I'm leaning toward the Yankees in this game. I just think they got the better pitching matchup. But we'll jump in that game heavy tomorrow. But all right, like I said, let me make sure, really ain't no other games on tonight. In NBA preseason games, I guess some. Oh no, that's not yet. That's a couple weeks away. So, yeah, only game there is tonight is the Monday Night Football game. And that's the Raiders and the Chargers. Should be a good game, divisional game. Both offenses have been playing well. Both quarterbacks have been playing well. Should be a fun game to watch tonight against two teams that have gotten off to a good start on their seasons. But all right, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. Then we're going to look at some look-ahead lines for next week NFL games. Enjoyed this clip from our YouTube page, and we'll be back here in just a couple minutes. I appreciate everybody for joining us today. Hope everybody's getting off to a good start on the work week. Enjoyed this clip, and we'll be back.
Chris about to get slapped up. Hold on, I hope y'all watching this shit. Chris's back is messed up.
Hey, Gary. Hey, Papa. He wants one from you.
I was so close on that, bro. Oh my god. Bro, he just got lit up. I didn't go down there. I ain't going down there, bro.
I just haven't bought into all the Jake Paul hype yet. I think he's a good boxer. Do I think he's a high level? It could compete with like professional boxers? No. Has he fought a pure striker or a pure boxer where he could prove that he can box at a pro level? Not yet. Tyron Woodley's going to be the best striker he's fought. Tyron Woodley ain't a boxer, but Tyron Woodley's going to be the best pure striker that Woodley's fought so far. He fought an NBA player that was coming in with his head down and not even looking where he was throwing. Then he fought Ben Askren, and I'm a big Ben Askren fan. Ben Askren ain't known for his striking. I don't know why Ben Askren even thought he was going to get there and box. Ben Askren beat people by taking them down, holding them down, and pound them somewhere they're on the ground. He wasn't known at all for his striking ability on his feet. Yeah, you can't take it away from him. Jake Paul, he's looked good in them fights. I think Woodley's going to be the toughest fight he's had so far, just because I think Woodley's the best striker he's fought. But I'd like to see him fight a boxer. You don't even have to be a top level boxer yet. Fight a mid level boxer. Everybody knows. See how it goes. If it goes good, move up in competition. But I'm not saying jump in against like Floyd Mayweather or somebody like that. Your first time fighting a professional boxer. You don't have to do that. But just fight somebody that's a boxer, not an NBA player, not a wrestler. Now you're fighting an MMA guy that, hey, can strike. I think Woodley's going to knock Paul's head off. I think Woodley is going to have too much power for him. I think Woodley has enough striking that he's going to be able to compete with him. I don't think Jake Paul's going to beat Woodley, but I'm not going to lie. I'm interested in seeing it on it's next Sunday night. Coon Dog's in the house. Just the Coon Dog have another trick up his sleeve like he did earlier.
He always does.
Who is this? Who has the balls? Who has the balls to interrupt the Coon Dog? Can you tell me that, Steve? Who has the balls? Who the hell is this? He don't look like the king. He looks like a... I think he kind of looks like himself.
Who is this guy? Why his son's in a tux?
What is going on here? Do I need to go down there and help the Coon Dog out?
I'm thinking so.
I'll go down there and I'll give him a big elbow. He said he's a king, but he don't look like a king to me.
What kind of king is this?
The burger truck.
Wanna be Stone Cold?
That's the burger truck right there.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell is up with the two dudes in the suits.
I know. What's up with the Harry Potter looking dudes?
Oh shit, the lights went off. The lights are out. What's going on? Oh!
What is going on?
Yo, what the hell?
What the hell's going on? We have no lights.
Get out of here.
We have
Power's
no
out.
lights.
Power's out. Power's out.
Something is going on.
It looks like the
I'm out of here, man.
I don't like this, dude. You can't see nothing.
We got the sinister minister in here. I'm getting the hell out of here.
What the hell is going on?
can't see nothing.
Hey, Chris about to go down there. Let Powers out.
What's going on? I want my power back.
Chris about to go down there and go crazy on somebody.
Yeah. All right, welcome back to the show, Easy Money, a sports betting show. Monday, October 4th, 2021. Hope everybody's having a great start to their week. We talked a little bit about the Major League Baseball wildcard games that start tomorrow. You have one tomorrow, one Wednesday. Winner go home. You have the Red Sox and Yankees tomorrow night. You have Yankees and Red Sox tomorrow night. Dodgers and Cardinals on Wednesday night. We also talked about some of the Monday night football game. So let's touch on that a little bit. Then we're going to jump in and talk some NFL look ahead lines. Take a look at NFL Week 5. All right, tonight to close out Week 4, you have the Las Vegas Raiders at the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers are 3-point favorites. They're minus 168 on the money line. The Raiders are plus 142 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 51.5. Both offenses have looked good. Both quarterbacks have been playing well. Carr's been having an MVP type season so far. Herbert's been playing real well too. I favor the Chargers here a little bit. One, they're at home, and the other one, I think the Chargers have the better defense of the two teams. So I lean toward the Chargers in this game. It should be a good night. It should be a good football game for Monday Night Football tonight. Looking forward to it. Over under for the game is at 51.5. I like the over. I think this game is going to be, one team's probably going to get in the 30s. The other team's going to be in the high 20s. I think it's going to be I think both offenses are going to put up points. I like the over the 51.5. All right, let's take a look. Like I said, there's no games tonight other than the Monday Night Football game. There's no baseball games. Regular season ended yesterday. That starts back up Tuesday. So a lot of these lines will change some. So but we'll go ahead and take a look ahead at the NFL Week 5 lines. Maybe see what games we like. All right. The Thursday night game this week, you have the Rams at the Seahawks. Rams are going to be coming off a loss. They got beat 37-20 yesterday by the Arizona Cardinals, who moved to 4-0 on the season and are looking good. Rams are minus 1.5 on the or minus 1.5 favorites right now. They're minus 134 on the money line. Seahawks are plus 114 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 54.5. So right now they have the Rams as a 1.5 point favorites heading into this Thursday night game on the road. Rams didn't look great yesterday, but that could. You have to give some of the credit to the Arizona on that as well. Seahawks pulled out a win yesterday. I think the Rams are the better team here, but being on the road, man, the Seahawks could look good as home dogs. Be interested to see how this line moves throughout the week. On Sunday, 9:30 game, we got one of the London games. It's going to be on at 9:30 in the morning here, 9:30 in the morning Eastern time, I should say. You have the New York Jets at the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons will be the home team here. This game, like I said, takes place in London. The Falcons are 3.5 point favorites. They're minus 196 on the money line. The Jets are plus 164 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 43.5. This kind of surprised me with the Falcons being over 3 point favorites. I know this game's at a neutral site. Neither team is really impressed. The Jets did pull out a big win yesterday, got their first win of the season. I lean toward the Jets here at the plus 3.5. If I can get that hook and I get at least a field goal, because I see this being a close game. The Falcons aren't a very good team. I'm not saying the Jets are a very good team either, but I think this will be a competitive game. Neither team's going to have home field advantage. Maybe Zach Wilson's starting to find his groove a little bit. I'm leaning toward, as of right now, leaning toward the Jets here at the plus 3.5. That's 3.5 point dogs there on the road. The over-under's at 43.5. Man, to me that's low, but neither of these offenses have been blowing it up, but also neither one of these defenses are great. So I think I'll lean toward the over to 43.5 because these two teams will probably score a little bit more than they average because they're playing each other and neither one of them have real great defenses. Next game would be the it's a 1 o'clock game on Sunday. You have the Philadelphia Eagles on the road at the Carolina Panthers. We got the Panthers that opened up right now at 3.5 point favorites. They're minus 198 on the money line. The Eagles are plus 166 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 45. Eagles lost the game yesterday to the Chiefs, which they played well in. It was a competitive game. Came right down the end. Panthers got beat up on pretty much yesterday by the Cowboys. I know the score ended up being closer where they came back some there toward the end, but the Cowboys controlled that game. Sam Darnold didn't look good yesterday. But the Panthers were also missing Christian McCaffrey. They were also missing their rookie corner, who's probably the best corner they have on the team. So I was expecting them to have some trouble against the Cowboys yesterday. This game here, man, because I think I don't have a good gauge on how good either one of these teams are. Both of them have looked pretty good. I think they're both maybe a little bit better than average, but I don't think they're up there where they're going to be competing with the top teams in the league. I kind of lean toward the Eagles at the plus 3.5 for the same reason you have that hook. This will be a game. This will be one of the games I'll keep a close eye on how the line moves throughout the week, and try to get the best number. Next game you have the Miami Dolphins at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is also a 1 o'clock game on Sunday. The Bucs opened up as 10.5 point favorites. They're minus 500 on the money line. The Dolphins are plus 385 dogs on the money line, and the over/under is 47.5. Dolphins lost yesterday to the Indianapolis Colts. The Bucs pulled out a real close win, barely like a 2 point victory over the Patriots. That was like a low scoring game. It was a grind. So the last two games, the Bucs got beat by the Rams. I think they scored about 17 points or something in that game. They didn't score a whole lot of points in that game. They scored I think 19 yesterday. I think they won like 19-17 or something like that. So the Bucs offense, for being having as many weapons as they have, and how everybody thinks they're going to be almost an offense that's going to be hard to stop. They're not putting up many points. They haven't put up many points the last couple of weeks. So 10.5 seems a little much to me, other than the fact that the Dolphins just aren't really good, very good either. But the way the Bucs offense has been playing, even though I think the Bucs are going to win this game, I don't know if I'd give up 10.5 points. All right, now then the next game would be the New Orleans Saints at the Washington Football Team. The Saints are Saints are 1.5 point favorites. They're minus 118 on the money line. Washington Football Team is plus 100 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 43.5. Washington Football Team coming off a win versus the Falcons. The Saints have looked like totally different team. One game they'll look like they're real, like, for instance, week 1 they came out and just blew out the not only did they blow out the Packers, they dominated the Packers that game. And then they came out the next game and just got killed. But I don't think they're as good as they were in week 1, but I also don't think they're as bad as they looked in week 2. I think if I remember correctly, I didn't write it down, but the Saints lost the game yesterday as well. this all depends on if the Washington football team's defense. If the Washington football team's defense started stepping up and playing like they did, were playing last year, I would lean toward the football team on this. The Saints are just right now they're a streaky team. The defense, they don't have their defense figured out, and their offense is, I think, offense hasn't been playing terrible, but they also haven't been playing up to the potential I think they could have. I think Winston could be doing a lot more than what he's been doing. Is capable of playing a lot better than what he's been playing. This game I'm going to keep an eye on throughout the week because this might be a game where I go with Washington as a home dog. You got the Titans at the Jags. Tennessee is 4.5-point favorites on the road. They're minus 205 on the money line. The Jaguars are plus 172 underdogs at home. Over-unders at 48.5. Tennessee took a loss yesterday to the New York Jets in overtime. The Jags was up on Thursday night, got a lead over 14-0 lead on the Bengals, and ended up losing that game. So the Jags are 0-4. But Titans, like I said, are coming off a tough loss yesterday in overtime. I lean toward Tennessee here because I think Tennessee has the better team. But the Jags looked like they were starting to get comfortable and put some stuff together the other night against the Bengals. But I just don't know if the Jags defense is going to be able to handle Henry. There really ain't a whole lot of value at the minus 205 money line. And at 4.5 points, I lean a little more toward the Jags because I can see this being a close game. And I get 4.5 points. I mean, that's a game that I'll keep an eye on too on the line. Then next game you have the Lions at the Vikings. Vikings are 7.5-point favorites at home. They're minus 390 on the money line. The Lions are plus 310 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 49.5. The Vikings lost to the Browns yesterday, 14-7. And yeah, the Saints did lose yesterday. That's why I thought I couldn't remember who it was against, but they lost in overtime to the Giants. Giants, a team that hadn't won a game yet. Saints are 2-2, so that's what I was mentioning about the Saints a little minute ago. But anyway, Lions and Vikings. Vikings lost yesterday to the Browns. Lions got blew out yesterday by the Bears, which was surprising to me. I actually liked the Lions in that game. Minnesota's offense has to start scoring more points. You get beat 14-7 by the Browns, and the Browns have a pretty good defense, but still, you got to figure out a way to score more than 7 points. This is a game I lean toward the Vikings in this game. The Lions have played some competitive games in this past Sunday. They weren't competitive, but I lean toward the Vikings in this game. But at plus 7.5, I would lean toward. If it stays at over a touchdown, I would seriously think about going with the Lions at the plus 7.5. Vikings offense hasn't been scoring a whole lot of points. I don't see the Vikings as being the 7.5-point favorites over anybody right now. So this is one game I would keep an eye on, but I like Detroit there at the plus 7.5. The Vikings haven't impressed me on offense. Next game you have is the Broncos and the Steelers. Steelers took another loss yesterday. Green Bay put it on them pretty well. Broncos took their first loss of the season yesterday at the hands of the Ravens. In this game, the Steelers are 1.5-point favorites at home. They're minus 110 on the money line. The Broncos are minus 106 on the money line. So this game's almost a pick 'em. Over-under for this game is at 40.5. That's a low-scoring game, 40.5. That's just barely over. That'd just be a touch over 20 points apiece. I lean toward the Broncos here. I think Broncos didn't play a great game yesterday, but the Broncos have looked pretty good. Steelers have been struggling. They have not looked very good at all. I would lean toward the Broncos here at the plus 1.5. I mean, I guess 1.5 really don't matter, but see what that number goes to. Next game on Sunday is the Green Bay Packers at the Cincinnati Bengals. Packers are coming off a win against the Steelers. Bengals are coming off their Thursday night win versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Cincinnati Bengals are 3.5-point dogs versus the Packers. Packers are minus 194 on the money line. Bengals are plus 162 on the money line. Over-under is at 48.5. I love what the Bengals are doing. Joe Burrow's playing good. The offensive line is getting better. So you can see that the Bengals are trying to protect them. The defense is getting better. But with all that being said, I like the Bengals. I think they're up and coming. I think their Bengals are moving in the right direction. But they're playing the Packers and Aaron Rodgers this week, and it's going to be tough. I like the Packers here at the. I'll take them here at the minus 3.5. I'd give up 3.5. I'd rather it be if it's going to be that, be a 3. But I like the 3.5. Next game, it's the last of those 1 o'clock games on Sunday, is the New England Patriots at the Houston Texans. Patriots are 9.5-point favorites. They're minus 405 on the money line. Texans are plus 320 on the money line. Over-under set at 39.5. I like the Patriots in this game. The Texans they're a mess right now. They've been having to start a rookie quarterback who, by any means, really wasn't ready to be a starter. But with Watson not playing, and Tyrod Taylor getting hurt, I like the Patriots here, but 9.5 points is a lot of points. I don't know with the Patriots team. Yes, I think they'll win this game, but I mean, you got to remember they also have a rookie quarterback as well, so their offense can struggle at times too. I mean, they scored about 17 points last night. I lean toward the Patriots here. I don't know if I would. 9.5 is probably a little too steep for me. Now I do kind of like the under the 39.5 here. All right, the first of the 4 o'clock games. First of the 4 o'clock games, we have the Chicago Bears at the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders are 5.5-point favorites at home. They're minus 215 on the money line. The Bears are plus 180 dogs. The over-under for this game is at 45.5. This is a game I'm torn here because the Raiders have been playing well, which I'd like to see if they keep that up tonight on Monday Night Football. And Justin Fields looked pretty good yesterday with letting that Bill Lazor call the plays instead of Matt Nagy, but they were also playing the Lions as well, so this one here is kind of hard. I like the I think I'll lean toward the Raiders. I don't know if I would lay 5.5 points though. I'd maybe use them at the minus 215 and maybe a parlay or something. Then in the next 4 o'clock game, and this one should be a good game. You have the Cleveland Browns at the Los Angeles Chargers. The Browns are 1-point favorites on the road. Interesting. The Browns are minus 116 on the money line. Chargers are minus 102 on the money line. I'm kind of surprised that the Chargers are dogs at home. I can see this if the Chargers come out and play good tonight. I can see this line changing. I think this is basically because it's been over a week. We've seen the Chargers play, so that might be why. But I don't understand how the Chargers have looked pretty good. I don't understand how they're home dogs here. I know the Browns are good. They have a good defense, good running game. Baker's been playing pretty good, but so have the Chargers and Herbert. So kind of surprises me that the Chargers are home dogs. And then next game is the New York Giants at the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys are 7.5-point favorites. They're minus 370 on the money line. The Giants are at plus 220 or 295. Over-unders at 50.5. 7.5. I mean, I know the Giants have been competitive. I know they're not, but the Cowboys, I don't think, just because they won convincingly yesterday over the Panthers, who was a team that hadn't been proven. Yeah, they had a good record, but it wasn't proven. It was against teams. I don't think the teams they beat had even won a game. But I think the Cowboys do have a little bit of advantage here on the offensive side of the ball. So I think, 7.5 is quite a bit, especially for a divisional game. I'll probably keep an eye on this and see where this line moves. But a 7.5 plus 7.5, I'm kind of leaning toward the Giants here. Then you have the 49ers at the Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals are 4.5-point favorites. Minus 245 on the money line. The 49ers are plus 200 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 51.5. This is going to be a fun game to watch. Cardinals are looking good right now. They're coming off a big win over the Los Angeles Rams. 49ers are coming off a loss. Jimmy G went out of that game with, I think it was a calf injury. I haven't heard his status. I would think he'll be playing this week. It sounded like it was just some tightness, and honestly, I don't understand why he came out. I don't know. I guess maybe he could have injured it worse. I'm not sure. I'm not a doctor. But when Jimmy G's healthy, the 49ers win. 49ers fell yesterday. Cardinals are coming off a big win. But Arizona and San Francisco usually play each other tough. This is a line I will be keeping an eye on because I kind of lean toward the 49ers here at the plus 4.5. Bills Chiefs. This should be a good game. The Chiefs are 3-point favorites at home, minus 158 on the money line. Bills are plus 134 on the money line. Over under is at 54.5. I like the Buffalo Bills here at the plus 3. I can see the Bills winning this game. What worries me about Kansas City isn't their offense. Yeah, Mahomes had one game last week where he threw a couple picks, whatever. Just yesterday he played good. But the problem is with the Kansas City Chiefs right now is their defense. Their defense can't stop nobody. that worries me. You got the Bills with Josh Allen, high-powered offense coming in. I like the Bills at the +3. All right. Next game. Oh, okay. That was the Sunday night game. Sorry, that was the Sunday night game for next week. And then on Monday night next week, we get the Indianapolis Colts coming off finally getting their first win of the season. Out the Baltimore Ravens this Monday night or next Monday night. Should be a fun game. Looked like Carson Wentz getting healthier. He played better yesterday. Colts got stepped up, got a win. Yeah, they were 0-3 going in that game, but they were in them games and were capable of being 3-1. But the Ravens are right now. The Ravens set at 7-point favorites at home. They're -320 on the money line. The Colts are at +260 on the money line. Over under for this game's at 48. I like the Colts here at the +7. I think it's going to be a close game, a good game. I can see the Colts winning this game. Now, with that being said, as you can see here at Easy Money and Gonzo Sports Room, we're pretty big Colts fans. The other two or three guys are usually here with me that couldn't make it today. Well, one of them is a Cowboys fan, but the other guys are Colts fans. So we do some live watch-alongs for Colts games and stuff too as well. I'll mention some of that here in a little bit, but I think the Colts are looking like they're starting to get in a groove a little bit, finding their way a little bit. I should say, not getting the groove, but defense looked better yesterday. The offense, I think, is starting to figure out how to score touchdowns. I like the Colts here at the +7. If it stays at 7 or more, if you're going to give me 7 or more points with the Colts against the Ravens, I'm taking it. All right, that's all the NFL games for next week. That I was just taking a look ahead at the early lines. We'll look at the lines here as the week progresses and kind of see where we get the best line movement at and where the best spots to place some bets are. All right, before we get out of here, don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come join us. We're giving out winners. Also, we're live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room. That's our sports talk show. Come join us for that. Usually 2 or 3 other guys in here. It's pretty entertaining sports shows. Come check that out. You can also find Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo Sports Room in podcast form on Apple Podcasts, Anchor Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, most places where you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. That's where I post all the information about all of our shows. I post our daily picks for Easy Money on there, interview announcements, and all that stuff gets posted on there. So make sure you follow us on social media at Gonzo Sports Room, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Also, check out our merch store, streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports /merch. We have, I think close to like 20 different items on there for sale right now. Go check those out. We also have a donation page at that same link if you'd like to donate to the show to help the show grow. We'd appreciate that as well. I think that's about it for today. But before we get out of here, I am going to give a pick for tonight's Monday Night Football game. In tonight's Monday Night Football game, I like the Los Angeles Chargers -3 at home. I think the Chargers are a little more well-balanced team. The Raiders just haven't convinced me that they're going to keep this up. They've done this the last couple of years, get off to a fast start and then just fall apart and not make the playoffs. So I like the Chargers to -3, and I also like the player prop on FanDuel with Darren Waller to have over 68.5 yards receiving. So my two picks for tonight on the Monday Night Football game is I like the Chargers at the -3. I like Waller over 68.5 receiving yards. And I'll take the over on the game total, the over the 51.5. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank everybody for joining us. I want to thank everybody for joining us today for Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come check us out. We're giving out winners. We're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Please hit those like buttons, the subscribe buttons, the follow buttons. We greatly appreciate it. Go check out our YouTube page. Have a lot of content on there. We broadcasted live yesterday from a pro wrestling event. DCCW Harvest Havoc 3. WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi was there. WWE legend The Boogeyman was there. WWE legend Samu the Head Shrinkers was there. So I mean, it was a great show. Go to our YouTube page, check out that show. Please hit the like button. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube as well. We greatly appreciate it. Hope everybody's getting off to a great Monday. We will be back here in about an hour with GSR Gonzo Sports Room. So come join us for that. Be safe. Have a great day. Hope to see you guys at 1 o'clock. If not, see you tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Have a great day. Peace.
They can get crossed. 815, now it's time to get lost. Henny in your system, a system like Dennis. Yes, I found a lane like my last name, Bennis. Going Bill 9, so they can deny. Yes, I've been cooking in a lab like a chemist. Hate it or love it, but I won't stop till the day that I reach the top. Oh yeah, a legend is what I'll be. I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. I don't care what you have to say. Everything is gonna be okay. Yo, if y'all ain't got nowhere to go, just sit back, enjoy the show. Just sit back, enjoy the show. Just sit back, enjoy. And I ain't got shame, that's just me being frank. I invested in myself like a shark, no tank. I made it through the weeds like Nancy, no dank. To the day I get a Grammy saying who I wanna thank. If y'all ain't talking dope, then y'all ain't saying nothing like Maggie. Redefining hip-hop, the tracks are still swaggy. Thought I cooled off, thought you had me, but my lines burn after reading like Bradley. Hate it or love it, but I won't stop till the day that I reach the top. Oh yeah, a legend is what I'll be. I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. I don't care what you have to say. Everything is gonna be okay. Yo, if y'all ain't got nowhere to go, just sit back, enjoy the show.